I hope you're hungry, and I hope you like pretzels, because we've got a whole lot of snacks today. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. I am in North Dakota, and I have some snacks that are part of what is called the Pride of Dakota, which are items that are specifically made in North and South Dakota. Now, I am in Grand Forks, North Dakota, which is the third largest city behind Fargo and Bismarck. I visited Fargo. I haven't been to Bismarck yet. And what I am seeing now, if you have been with me for a while, if you've watched all of my videos, you might remember that back when I was in Maine, I found a lot of foods that were very specific to either Maine or the New England area, and I think I did a couple of videos on those. Different items like whoopie pies, like those little Needham chocolates, the Moxie soda, things that were very specific to either Maine or to the New England area. Now, when I went to San Francisco and when I went to Wisconsin, there weren't so many of those items that were very identifiable to those regions. But what I'm seeing in North Dakota is that, once again, there's a lot of items here that are either unique to this area, made in this area, or have some kind of very specific tie to this area. So I think there's going to be maybe at least a couple of these videos, maybe even more than that, as I start to discover more and more of these products. Now, in addition, again, I am in a new area, and as you also know, if you have been with me for a while, you know that every new area I go to, I get a different mug. And this mug is my Fargo mug. Now, probably one of the things that Fargo is most well known for is the movie, of course. And you might remember the very iconic scene with the wood chipper. So there is the wood chipper from the movie Fargo. That's going to be my mug now while I'm here in North Dakota. And you can actually go and visit the wood chipper. They have it on display. You are able to see the actual one that was used in the movie. So I'm hoping to be able to get around to that before we leave here as well. All right, let's get to the snacks because I've got a lot of them. We are talking about Dots today. Dots is the company. So there is, I apologize for the glare. There's always new challenges when you get to a new area. You never really know what you're going to get, and you sort of have to adapt the filming situations and things like that. So I do apologize for the glare on that. But Dots is the company that we are looking at today, and they have mostly pretzels, although they have some other things as well. I have one of those items here. This is Dot. So there is a look at Dot. Dot is the creator of this company, and Dot actually created the recipe for these snacks. And it says right on the back that Dot's Homestyle pretzels are a special family snack created many years ago by Dot herself in her home kitchen. They now have factories, bakeries located in North Dakota, Arizona, and Kansas. And let's see, right down there is what I was talking about, that Pride of Dakota label. So those are items that are made specifically in the Dakotas. Now, we've got Homestyle pretzels. We're going to give those a try. Then we've got different flavors. I got almost all of them. There's still a couple of other flavors that I have not been able to pick up yet. Southwest Seasoned is another flavor of these pretzels. And then we also have, let's see, where are they? We also have Honey Mustard Seasoned, and this one says Honey Wheat Pretzels. Right there, you can see on the bag. And then, as I said, they have some other things in addition to the pretzels. And for instance, they have baked cheese curls as well. So I picked up one of those. We're going to give those a try. Now, I may be confusing some of the locations that I've been in. Obviously, we've been traveling for a little while now. We've been to a lot of different places. I can't specifically remember, but I am almost certain that I have seen these Dots pretzels all the way down in Florida. So they are expanding as far as their distribution area. I definitely know that they are expanding. I have seen them in a lot of different grocery stores, a lot of different places. I've mainly seen this one. I've mainly seen the original. I can't say that I have seen all of the flavors. I know there's also I think it's a brown sugar cinnamon flavor, and I think there might be one more savory flavor that I have run across as well. I have never tried any of these, so this is going to be a new experience for me to taste these pretzels. I love pretzels, especially the braids. Those are probably my favorite pretzels, and I love the butter pretzels as well. I'm not sure if these have that buttery flavor to them, but we are about to find out. Let us get started. These are 130 calories for 1 ounce, and it looks like all of the pretzels are 130 for 1 ounce, and then when we get to the cheese curls are 140 for, what is that, 18 pieces. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, they smell wonderful, and they do sort of have that buttery aroma to them. I don't know if they're going to have that buttery flavor, but they do have that buttery aroma to them. They are cooked exceptionally well just from the look of them. So there is a look. Everything looks to be intact. Everything looks like it is nicely baked right there. Looks like it's got quite a bit of seasoning, quite a bit of salt on them. There's a look at one of those. This is the Homestyle, so this is the original seasoned pretzel twist that we have right there. Let's just give one a shot. Oh, these are butter pretzels. They do have that butter flavor, but there is so much more going on in these. There's an onion flavor backing that up. There's also a garlic flavor to it. I was not anticipating that. For just a regular original flavor, I was thinking these were pretty much going to be plain pretzels, maybe with some of that buttery flavor, because I did see that they were braids, and I know a lot of times the braids will have that buttery flavor to them. This has that buttery flavor and so much more. Right now, these are fantastic. I don't really have anything bad to say about these so far. We'll try the other flavors though. The flavor is big and bold, and if you've been with me for a while, you know those are the kinds of flavors I like. I don't like subtle flavors. I like things that really grab you, really get your attention, and that one definitely does. I've got some nice cold water here in my Fargo mug, so I'm going to cleanse the palate and we're going to move on. Okay, I think we'll go with the honey mustard next. Again, these say honey wheat pretzels. So the other ones didn't see anything about wheat on them. We'll see if these taste different. Oh my, they look different. Ooh, there is a tangy mustard aroma coming off of this. Wow, that is interesting. That, believe it or not, that almost smells like a hot dog when you put mustard on top of a hot dog. That is interesting. So there's a look at those pretzels. They look a little bit different. These are actually not all in one piece either. I'm seeing some broken bits in there, but there's one that is a pretty good size. It does have that braid configuration as well. It's got some salt on it. I can see the seasoning. This is honey mustard and honey wheat pretzel. Here we go. Ooh, wow. These pretzels are surprising me at how strong of a flavor they have. That is fantastic. The mustard is the dominant flavor on this one. The honey sort of comes in at the end. You get a little bit of sweetness at the end, but the predominant flavor that you get while chewing this is the mustard. These are pretty impressive so far. I should have showed you that, but my fingers were actually yellow from the seasoning. So there was actual honey mustard seasoning on those. I'm going to cleanse the palate and we're going to move on. Okay, we'll go with the Southwest seasoned. Let's see if we can get some clue as to what we're expecting out of these. Okay, so I'm actually seeing a lot on this ingredient list. I'm seeing tomato powder, cheddar cheese, red bell pepper, garlic powder, paprika, lime juice, jalapeno pepper. There's a lot going on in this one. Let's see what the flavor is like here. I am really excited for this one because those other two were fantastic. And if these continue that trend, this could be something very special. Immediately as I opened that bag, I was hit with a pepper aroma. Jalapeno pepper, the red bell pepper, definitely got those aromas. Yeah, those smell very interesting. And cheddar cheese too, so we'll see what kind of flavor we get here. Lots of seasoning, just like the other ones. Everything looks like it's pretty nicely intact on this one. There we go. Wow. There's like layers of flavor on these. Little bit of heat from the jalapeno, but the flavors are, this is almost difficult to describe because it starts out with the pepper, the red bell pepper flavor. And then as you're chewing, you get other layers of flavor that come out. You get that tomato flavor, you get the cheese flavor comes out, and then it all kind of finishes with the jalapeno at the end. This is impressive. You know, I've always said if you know anything about wine, and I don't know very much about wine, but if you listen to wine enthusiasts, wine connoisseurs, they will talk about layers in that wine, and as you drink it, those flavors come out, and then it finishes a certain way, and you get a different flavor at the end. And I've always said, good food items, really complex food items, it's the same thing. As you're chewing them, you get different layers that come out, different layers of flavor that come out. That's what's happening with these. These may be the best pretzels I have ever had. All right, we're going to move on to the non-pretzel item and finish up with that. All right, baked cheese curls. Again, these are 140 calories for 18 pieces of cheese curls. Here we go. This is the one thing I don't like. I hate these little side opening bags because, you know, you've got, and really all companies, pay attention to this. You're putting out a package with multiple servings in here, 3.5 servings in this container. You're opening, you're presenting the package to be opened in a way that you cannot possibly properly reclose it. So, you know, you need to have those, either those resealable pouches or, you know, give us those openings at the top where we can pull the bag apart and then sort of close it up properly that way. Just one of my little pet peeves. See, that's how that bag is designed to be opened. That is the proper way to open that bag. How are you supposed to reseal that? Okay, here we go. Baked cheese curls. Wow. That may be the most cheesy cheese curl I have ever eaten. There is more flavor on this than anything that Cheetos has ever put out. I know I'm supposed to be talking here, but I just can't do anything but eat these. I would love to see what this company does with potato chips. Dots is the brand. If you have an opportunity to pick these up, I highly recommend this because this may be my new favorite snack brand. These are absolutely fantastic. I don't have anything bad to say about them other than the cheese curls being in a bad, poorly opening package. Dot, There she is right there. You have earned yourself a 4-star seal of approval. Fantastic job. All right, there we go. Hopefully, everything I encounter here in North Dakota will be as good as that, because those are amazing. If you find those in a store, if you are able to come across that brand, pick up any of those snacks. Everything I tried here was amazing, and I'm sure the other flavors that I didn't have here, I'm sure they're just as good. I will catch you next time.